Hello, good evening, my fellow catalogers. My name is Wada Ibrahim. I'm coming around again to continue with where we stopped before on our training with respect to Sinopia. As you can see the statute this moment, what we're going to be doing now is purely practical. If you've before I taught you how to create an account. You created your account. If you have not created your account yet, try and create one. Just connect to your internet, load your browser, whichever kind of browser you have, and go to the address bar and you type stage.sinopia.io and you hit enter. Then you can now create an account with valid email, because the Sinopia application will send you a confirmatory email where you need to log into your email, click on the link that is being sent to you, that will be sent to you by the Sinopia application, to confirm that you are really not a robot. And after that, you need to request for privilege, for permission to use Sinopia application by writing an email back to the email that sent you the confirmatory application. If you are just coming around, if you are just receiving this video, please try and subscribe. It is important that you subscribe so that whenever I upload another new video, you will be the first person to be notified. And if you have been following up from the previous training, thank you for coming again. This is a family. We need to support ourselves to be able to know how acquire skills and knowledge that will help us practice our profession by creating a flexible and easy access to information resources within our own domain or area or institution where we work. Now, the most important thing is that right now I'm going to take you on the practical aspect of the Sinopia. We're going to be doing purely data entry, and let me quickly take your mind back to the last training that we did, the last video. You can see we talk about the three aspects of Sinopia, and I told you that Sinopia has three parts. We have work, that the data entry. There is a work part, there is an instance part, and there is an item part. I also told you during this training that there are two major channels, or two methods or techniques through which you can enter metadata into the linked data database through Sinopia editor. I told you one of it is literals and the second one is lookups. And I also told you that literals involves that you type whatever you want to, whatever data that you have in the columns that you are going to be provided with. And in case of lookup, it is this function will help you to look elsewhere in case you need something from a control vocabulary, like from Library of Congress or from OCLC and another control vocabulary that is hosted online. So, having been informed or empowered by this information, right, we are going to be starting on works, and you are going to be seeing how we will, I may not perform full entry. I will just show you what you need to do gradually with a little explanation, and then I will show you how to copy a URL for the work, and then for the instance and for the item, and how you are going to be linking them together. So having done this, let me quickly jump into my browser. I'm going to click on my Google Chrome browser, and you can see that I have my Google Chrome browser has loaded successfully. The next step now is for me to type stage on my search URL search bar, stage.sinopia.io, as you can see up here. You can see, let me zoom out. You can see, right? You are going to be patient with me on this training, so I'm going to hit enter. The training may take longer time than expected, because I have to be slow and steady so that you don't miss any aspect. As my Sinopia application is loading, I do notice that it is a little bit slow, simply because of network. Okay, so be patient with me until it is fully loaded, and then we will now continue from where it is necessary. Right now you can see that my Sinopia, that is the Sinopia stage page GUI, graphic user interface, has come up, and my username is there as Wada Computer, and my password is there saved. I saved it because I do not want to stress myself anytime I want to log in to start typing all over, even though it's a little bit risky, but because our training is such that we don't need to waste much time. So I'm going to click on login now. I've clicked on login. I just told you that my internet tonight is a little bit slow, and I expect Sinopia application to log me in a moment from now. So I click again to be sure that I actually clicked. Right now the login menu has disappeared, and what you can see now, I have been logged in. You can see at the top here, Wada Computer is here, and link data editor is here, help, and then log out. I'm going to click on link data editor. These are some of the, you can see recent templates. These are some of the activities that I performed before. I am going to go straight to the resource template. You can see I'm going to click on resource template. So I click, and it automatically brings me here. Now what you need to do, as I told you last time, is to type underscore PCC to filter out the PCC template that we are going to be working with. So you can see that there were many of them before, but now the other templates that we don't need in the course of this our training have been removed, and now we are now being given the template that starts with underscore PCC BF, which is B-frame 2. Another techniques that I want to show you is that even though we are dealing with PCC B-frame template, there are also various templates here, and we may not be able to quickly identify the template that we need to work with now. Now, as I told you, we are going to start with work. The simplest way to get at it is to press Control key on your keyboard and press F to give you this column at the top here, so that I can type work. I'm going to look for work now. WORK. You can see that the find has highlighted anywhere the word work appears, and what I'm going to be looking for is _PCCBF work monograph. There are many of them here. You can see music hub, music recording. We don't need to bother ourselves there. All I'm concerned with is this one among others, the number one here. You can see I'm just trying to highlight it. This is the one we're going to be working with now. And now to the right corner, let me close it. The right corner here, there is a sign here, an icon here with plus. This is the icon I would like to click, because this icon represents create. So I'm going to click on create. Now I have clicked, and you see is about to open. The work template for monograph, which represents another name for book, is now opening. You can see that another page has appeared, and this is the template that I would like to work with. At the top left corner here, you can see the name of the monograph, work highlighted, embossed, and you can see _PCCBF2 work monograph. This is the template I'm going to work with now. And as I told you before in our previous training, all icon menu that we are seeing to the left here, we can click on them and go straight to the columns where we want to tab. But we are going to follow it one after the other. Remember that what we are here to do is to do data entry, and I do not have a book with me now, any monograph with me now, but I want to bear with me that I will use a fictitious title. So whatever information I'm going to be creating, it may not be real, but is exactly the same thing that you are expected to do. So what you need to do now is, the first thing that you need to look at is the primary contribution, and you can see creator is written in bracket. Okay, so now we are going to be dealing with primary contribution, and what you need to do is to click on add. But before I continue, let me bring your attention to something that we talked about before. Anywhere you see an icon with small I here, you can see that it's expected to give you an information that you need. And this type of icon that I'm pointing at now will, when you click it, it will take you to RDA website in order for you to obtain the information that you need from there. And another thing again is that among all the data entry, the data that we're going to be providing, any title with an asterisk icon shows that you must provide, is mandatory that you must provide the information that is required. The others, you can jump over them and go to others, but wherever you see asterisk, definitely you have to provide the information that is required there. So now the first step now in data entry is to click on add primary contributor. Now that I have clicked on data entry under the primary contribution, look at the information, the table that has been, the column that has been created for me. You can see agent conference, agent corporate body, agent family, jurisdiction, and person. Now these are the sources or the possible institution or individual from which an information or metadata data can come from. To this moment, I don't have the kind of information the kind of data I'm going to provide now. It's not coming from conference, neither does it come from corporate. It's likely I'm going to use the person as an example, like a single author, or even if it is multiple authors. So I'm going to click again, add name of person. So immediately I click on add name of a person, this column now opens up for me. Now When I talk about two channels through which you can provide data, enter metadata in Sinopia editor, I mention literals and lookups. Now, wherever you see this kind of balloon, this kind of logo, or this kind of icon, let me zoom out that for you. You see, it represents lookups. Now, if it's a literal, you won't see it. Is something that you need to type. Now, the importance of lookup is that if I'm going to provide my name like Ibrahim Wada as the author, or for the book or for the monograph we are going to provide data entry about, I can type just Wada here and click on this icon to search the Sinopia linked data database. In case maybe my name has been, maybe there's a book I ever wrote before and data has been provided about me. In the absence of that, you can see lookup here with Library of Congress and names. Now let me zoom out so that you can see. You can see Library of Congress here, just highlighted. Okay, fine. I'm not going to check that database. I type my name now, and that is all I need from these 5 items, 5 category of items that are provided here under primary contributor. Now let me quickly move down to the next. You see contribution here is similar to the one above, so we don't need to provide anything there. By the way, there is no icon asterisk, so it's not compulsory for us. Now here we have title information, and you can see there's asterisk there, meaning that in any case we must provide the title for the book we're talking about. And now to provide the title, all we need to do is to click on add preferred title for work or expression, and I click, and you can see it's literal. Let me zoom on that so that you can see literal. So meaning that I need to type in the kind of the title for the book. Let me say maybe information and automation in information. Let me say digitization of information in academic libraries. Let me right click and see that I want to make sure that the spelling is correct. Okay, I think it's okay. Digitization. Let me select this guy. Okay, so digitization of information in digitization of information materials, of digitization of printed information resources in academic libraries. I'm just trying to cook up a name, a title, so that's why I'm making a mistake. So digitization of printed information resources in academic libraries. So this is the title, supposed title. I'm going to jump any other part so that I can hurry up the video to a certain extent. And the title here, if you can see that add variant title, assuming that there's another subtitle or any other title different from the one that I provided above here, then if I have it, I can click on add variant title for work, but I do not have. Okay, so now the next thing now is form of work. So as a cataloger, what form of work is it? Maybe I can say digitization, so I can enter digitization. Okay, let me make it Z. Now date of work, actually maybe I'll say 2021. This is the date, and I have provided place of origin of the work. Likely, let me say Kano. as Kanu. I'm just giving a kind of information that I think will make you understand that you have columns. Is it in series? No, so I don't need to put anything. Geographic coverage of the content, maybe library or an information science. So now I'm gradually going through it so that I show you what you need to do for the linking. Coverage of the content in terms of time, maybe I don't want to determine that now. Intended audience, now for the intended audience you can select, is it for adolescent, adult, maybe, and so on and so forth. I can say general. So, and once I select general, it automatically creates the URL for it, because this URL, this is where the linking, this is one aspect where the linking is possible, where we told you that every data that we are entering in Sinopia can be linked. Now, is it a dissertation? No. The content note. Now, I don't have any notes. Summary like abstract, I don't have any one. Now, classification number. Definitely, for you to catalog, you must have classified. That's why you see classification number. You must have classified the book, and then you have the classification number, whether it is for N, LM classification number, Dewey Decimal classification number, Library of Congress classification number. You now add the classification number that you have. I do not have anyone now. And the content type is text. It has entered for me. And the language is in English. I don't need to select, it's already preset. You can select if it's English or not, but naturally by default, even if you do not select the language specified is English, so by default. And so you don't need, I will not enter any other, but I can even type English if I like. So now gradually illustrative contents, you can select if there are illustrations or not. Maybe like I say there are illustrations and the URL has been created for it for me. Color, I can select the color, maybe black and white, grayscale, and the mixed color, I'll say mixed color. The URL has been created for it. For whatever that I select, you see the URL Uniform Resource Identifier has been will be created for it. Now, the related work, I don't have any related work so far. Related expression, I don't have anyone. Now, the most important part of this work, of this entry that we are doing, is this part where we see has big frame instance. This is where you need to pay attention before I wrap up this video. Actually, what this area, this part is talking about is that, do you have the URL for the instance? If you do have, you just paste it here. But right now, we do not have URL for instance. We are just working on the work aspect of the Sinopia, on the work aspect of the data entry. Now we don't have instance yet. Well, now at this and then we don't have for administrative instances. These are the two places we are going to paste the URL that will enable you to link the metadata that we are entering. I told you excuse me, that we have work, instance, and item. and then administrative metadata. We are going to link all of them. So since we just finished entering data for our work now, we navigate back up and save what we have entered. I'm clicking on save. Immediately I click on save, there's a pop-up menu that comes up and asking me who owns this work. Actually, is there any of this university that is the owner of the work? The answer is no. So I'll just click it like that. I'll say order in the case, because like my institution now, I'm not part of the, or I'm not part of the institutions that already have their database attached to the Sinopia. You can see their list at different universities. That is part of what I was telling you last time. You can see PCC here. Many countries and many institutions are creating their own database, and they are linking it up with the Sinopia or the link data environment. You can see Library of Congress and many others. So, but in my own case now, for example, I do not have any database that is already linked to the link data. So I'll click save, and now that I've clicked on save, I'll now go back down here. Excuse me. Saving new resources field to fetch. Let me save again. It's not supposed to fail, maybe because of my internet has been disconnected. I'm sorry. It's failing because of internet. Let me check my internet and make sure that my internet is on. Just permit me, give me a few minutes. Internet has been a problem. You can see right now that I'm almost done. Internet is failing. Let me disconnect and connect back and see. Okay, just be patient with me. I may get my internet back, and immediately I get my internet back, I'll save. Wow, the internet is back. Let me go and save now, and then I click on save. Yes, I'm waiting for it to save. It has successfully saved. Now that it has successfully saved, it has generated a URI for me. You can see the URL from that it has generated. So all I need to do now is to copy this URL and keep it so that whenever, because this URL will be needed in the instance, and the URL for instance will be needed in the item, and the URL for the instance and the item will be needed in the work. So that is how we're going to link them together. I just copy my title that I did before, and that I typed so that I will not forget. Let me quickly paste it, and I want to use it again. Sorry. Okay, so now let me go there now and click on copy URI. I'll also come here and paste it. Right, this is the URL. I need it. So in order for me not to forget, at the top I will now say work, so that I will know that this URL that I just copy now is for work. Sorry, it's for work. So at this junction, I want to close up this video. The next video will be how to enter data into instance, but before then I want to go back to work. Let me go back to work here and scroll down to the bottom, the last button, where you can see has big frame instance. No, I have not. What it means is that have you enter your data into instance per instance, and then if yes, where is the URI, so that you can put it here. You can see, let me just zoom out so that you can see. Enter lookup query for has big frame your instance. So what I simply need to do in order for me to create my instance, automatically I'll click on create new. I'm going to click on create new, and I'll navigate down here and look for monograph instance big frame. Can you see here? I'll click. So I'm going to click and I'll wait. You see that the instance form editor will be opened for me. Let's be patient a bit. Network again. The following reference resource templates are not available in Sinopia monograph item. Okay, so let me just go back there and try once more. So okay, monograph instance build frame instance, this is the one I'm looking for. I'm going to click again. When network is very slow, okay, sorry, I think there is a mistake here. The mistake here I'll show you now is that I need to look for PCC. The one I'm going to click has to be underscore PCC, not anyhow. The one I was clicking is not on underscore PCC. Let me look through it. This one, wow, this is the one I'm supposed to click. Sorry, this is underscore PCC B frame instance monograph. Okay, the one I was clicking before is this one is wrong. So this is the right one. Just be careful because you can quickly make mistake. Let me click on it now. Let's see what happened. I don't think there will be error again. I don't think there will be error again. Just waiting for it. Wow, you see it has automatically created for me instance. The first one I was clicking on was wrong. This one is right. This is the column now. This is the editor for instance where I can be providing information. So in order to prevent this video from being too long, I'm going to stop this video now, and the next video will be entering data and metadata into the instance. This is the work that we just work on, you see. So now I'm scrolling back, and this is the instance editor that we're going to be working with in the next video. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. As you are following me all along this practice, I know that we are going to be successful. We are going to be acquiring the right skills and the right knowledge that we need to make our own contribution into linked data environment that we're emphasizing. Thank you for listening once more, and God bless you. Till then, bye bye.